begin with the small introduction with for all the people sitting around us. We'll begin with Ujjawal.
Yeah.
Please.
Hello. My name is Ujjawal Bajaj, and I'm a blockchain developer come like a technical team lead in my company. I'm a co-founder of a blockchain development company, U-Square. So like we are into blockchain development, simply building DeFi applications, smart contracts, marketplaces, and many projects. So along with me, here's my co-founder partner, Umang. And Navdeep sir as well.
Yes, Navdeep.
Hi, hello. My name is Navdeep. I belong to Raven Tech and services. And last 15 years, we are into the tech space, and we are providing support to all the major blockchain companies.
Thank you, Navdeep. Umang.
Hi everyone, my name is Umang Ajmera. I'm a co-founder at a blockchain agency called U-Square, and a little bit intro about myself. So I've been into finance space. I've worked at a mutual fund earlier. Then during the COVID session, I landed in Jaipur, which is my home city, and then started exploring blockchain space and get really delved inside it. And together we both founded a company so that we can really leverage this potential of the blockchain technology and can really reshape something which exists as a pain point right now. So we are really looking forward for such kind of pain points and the questions you guys have for the Web3. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Umang. So I think we won't take more time of the audience because we are already running short of time. We will begin with the the first question that I received from people. How India will benefit from Web3?
Okay.
Who's going to take up?
So I'm taking that.
Sure.
So India, you see that the whole structure, if we consider our constitution, the legislation of our country already has Web3 history, like decentralized history, because in our constitution, all the states have equal rights and they have the equal holdings where central can't impose. So it was already there. Now that was in the paper format. Now we have to digitize and put it into a decentralized fashion. Why can't things be running on a smart contract? There are few challenges for that, but yeah, things like in energy sector, tourism, and let's talk about like this railways, roadways. So we can implement the competitive bidding. For example, competitive bidding can be done on a smart contract. Why can't it be done? There are challenges, and we are having conferences like this to educate people. The challenge is lack of knowledge, first of all. So this is now evolving. India is actually coming up on the stage for Web3, and definitely this is how we can benefit from Web3. Yeah.
I'm on my thinking right now. India is way behind than other countries.
Other countries.
Right. Like Dubai. Dubai is have whole sandbox. If I am plan to launch anything, you can go for
Absolutely.
Dubai, and you can go for Dubai, and you can register your company within few days, and you can launch your product so much fast manner. Compared to India, India need policy changes,
Right.
very fast policy changes.
Exactly.
And that will be help to India will be on Web3 space. Right now, if I'm plan to sell any cryptocurrencies, and India will be charging 30% tax compared to
Exactly.
goes to the other countries, the tax is too low. What do you think about?
Absolutely. So there's a difference which I see here. So when it comes to anything which is speculative in the market, I think India is very resistant for that. So yes, cryptocurrencies, these tokens and everything, they are actually, right now what I see is India, it's a diverse country, right? We have a fiscal deficit here as well. So think about it, the money has to land up somewhere which cannot be locked inside some digital contract, so that it has to go somewhere so that the country can grow, and not something digital contract, something like that. So what I feel is the cryptocurrency which is speculative in the market, that thing, yeah, that thing is where the founders and everybody is seeing India is lacking speed. But if you remove the cryptocurrency side, just pick the technology as the blockchain.
Blockchain.
Then India has picked that up. Yeah, there are banks. The government of India is really looking forward for, as you said, the CoWIN app. So there are private blockchains as well, which can really arrange an ecosystem where India, as in its execution phase, in its operation phase, can actually benefit from the blockchain as not just a smart contract or a cryptocurrency, but rather an entire ERP system where everything is connected, everything is secure, everything is transparent, despite of being hidden. If it has to become to the public, it can join hands and being shown to the world, to the Indian citizens, that yes, it actually happened. So that technology, I see, has a big boom, yeah, but not the cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Hey, India need some fast policy making in web space, web 2 and web 3 space, both the space.
Makes sense.
Okay, so if anyone meanwhile have a question, please let know. We will take up the question immediately because we are like short of time. Also, is that in India, not only in India, but if we say that almost every person is coming up with various protocols on blockchain.
Yeah.
So, what do you think that which is recommended? Of course, I would say that we are not here to give any financial advices to buy, sell, or trade crypto. It's individual's choice, but it's just a discussion on it.
It's a very legit question. So there are so many blockchains coming up. They all promise some exceptionally beautiful and well-written use case, which is solving in the real world, right? And now the question, the dilemma of the end user is which one to trust, which one is the real thing, which blockchain among all of the blockchains is the next Google, maybe. But we're not looking for something like a central power like Google, but yes, which is the one which can provide a general purpose platform where everything can be there and it's on the blockchain. But what if you change your perspective and you think of something, why is there a need to pick 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 blockchains on whom you can build trust? Why can't you just understand the underlying technology where if something is there on the blockchain, that means it is trustless. So rather than looking at one blockchain which is general purpose, what if we have a collection, a network of so many blockchains out there which are providing specific niche use case, and they all can be interoperable, and the Tendermint is way behind, was way in past than Ethereum. Ethereum was in 2015, but Tendermint came into picture in 2014. And they promised only one thing, where there could be an ecosystem of blockchains which could be interoperable, and everything can move ahead with the collaboration. So yeah, I can say, if you want to choose one whom to trust, I'm not sure about that. But why not? A network of blockchains can together provide that use case where it's all trusted, and yeah, they're all interoperable.
I agree with Umang. Yeah, we are bringing up a world of blockchains. Yeah, so it's an interoperable atmosphere, and blockchains are meant now. The objective is now to communicate with each other, and we should look for the utility as well. And every blockchain is designed to serve a utility. So we need to trust the process, and the transaction itself is trustless. If you want to check, like you can go, it's all there traceable on the explorers. Yeah.
And I think one is my idea is why we are on plan to auto bridging. Right now, everyone talking about interoperability. Auto bridging is much better form to you can communicate to any network rather than you make the interoperability. If you creating auto bridging, then you can do the transaction for any blockchain, right?
Makes sense.
Great. So, if we talk about past 1 year, we have seen a lot of bubbles going around, NFTs, METAVERSE.
Yeah.
But not in a longer detail, but in brief, what would you guys suggest to the audience about it, whether it should be, holded or it's just
If there's a question that NFT is a bubble, let me tell you, it's not. Is NFT a hype? No, it's not. I think there is a misinterpretation, miscommunication, and misunderstanding about the term called NFT. There are so many projects just because there was a hype. So if a new vertical comes into the existence in the realm of the humanity, then what happens? There are so many players who can actually join the line and line right behind it and misuse or abuse or exploit or even provide something which is very beautiful. So there are multiple projects out there which may not make sense, but their marketing, their global publicity and everything is so huge that people are questioning, what is this and why is it such a hype? But if we understand NFT as something which is like certificate that you hold and only you can be the one who can change it if there is a allowance system for that, then it's a beautiful concept for identity management, for something like land properties, for something like music collections, so there are a lot of utilities where NFTs can come into picture. But yeah, whilst we understand what are those use cases where it is really needful and solving something, by that time there will be majority of players who are just coming into the line, making money out of it, bringing more profits on the table. But eventually that's also a good thing. I'm not questioning to those people why you're doing something wrong and cheating and fooling around people and making money from their pockets. No. Eventually they're helping out the bigger picture where the understanding, the awareness of the blockchain is there. And people have been through that journey and now they are ready for the real use cases as well because they have the understanding it there. So I hope it makes sense.
Yeah. I agree, and it's due to lack of knowledge. People participate in NFT hypes, and there are some real use cases of NFTs. One of the projects which I have been doing is data as NFT, algorithm as NFT, and this is amazing project by Ocean Protocol. So they are having that data as an algorithm as NFTs and running that algorithm on a particular data set. So, and different applications also. Other than that, in Metaverse also you can see NFT as a land, and people are actually creating and developing that verse. In that verse, a lot of assets are being sold as NFT. So yeah, and other than that, music albums, a lot of real cases, definitely. So it's just lack of knowledge. People are participating in hypes just to earn money, just to make money, in spite of thinking anything else. So yeah, it's not a bubble.
In the NFT space, people are only thinking images, videos, and all these things. But in NFT, you can use, like in Sharp token, we are using NFT code as an NFT basically. You can use in Sharp token, basically in Sharp token, you can add the things, you can use code as an NFT, and you can plug and play and earn the things.
Amazing application.
No, great. Any questions are there? Okay, so I don't think any question is there, but anything more you all three would like to convey to our audience about this Web3 world, that how this media interchange, news, publishing, marketing, how it's like creating another impact on blockchain by coming up?
Okay, I like to answer that. So, to analyze India, we are among the top, I can say, not in India, in the world, that this Web3 development space, right now it's in a very nascent stage. Everyone is actually learning things now, and resources are also limited. Myself being a developer, it was very hard to get to all the stuffs. Now there are enough knowledge, and these conferences and these events like these actually developing Web3 space. So we are among those top 2 or top 3% of the world who are actually in the Web3 development, and this space is beautiful. After like 5 years, I can see, it's my point of view first of all. So after 5 years, I can see a lot of real world applications building on Web3 development. Metaverse is already coming up, and more people will be aware, and there will be, like in India also, we will be able to see more adoption for Web3. Yeah.
No, definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's Web3 is another game changer, and everything will be in hands of people in future.
Right.
So, yeah, please.
This question has been repeated quite often that how safe it is to invest in cryptocurrency. But nowadays we don't ask this question while investing in stock markets because there are so many well-known fund managers, right? We just hand over our money to them and then they are experts in the stock market, they take care of it. So is this something which will become increasingly common while investing for cryptocurrencies? That these these investments are well managed and we can view it as a regular investment, just like we buy mutual funds, some of which also diverts to the stock market. So I'd asked this question earlier, so I got a technical answer. I understand the technology behind it, but what my actual intent was to know how common or easy it will be to invest in cryptocurrency, and how will the real world facilitate that?
Now, before my panelists answer, I would again like to convey that we haven't kept this session for any financial advices. So it's purely individual's choice, but definitely like government is getting positive by even by implementing taxes and all. There will be platforms coming up. There will be until unless these banks support. Right. It's impossible to say anything about the investment because still there are platforms going on. You could say that even we have exchange Sun Crypto, which have a booth. They say that they accept UPI payments. They are doing it. Even banks are supporting it. Until unless this is whole supported and the new notifications come up, regulations come up, right? It is not that easy.
And also to add to that, yeah.
Sure.
So one is how the implementation of this cryptocurrency as an investment management principle will exist in India. That's going to be in the regulatory sides and the implementation as per the country laws. Now let's talk about internet. I believe internet is something which is very simple to see and very easy to use. So now I'm going to speak how cryptocurrency as an investment can, for the end user, be very simple. It's just a simple website where you go, or just a simple application where you go. Now, if you look at Zerodha, if you look at all these trading terminals, they're really complicated for a simple individual who wants to invest. He doesn't want to know about the technical analysis, all those stuff. And now, if you go to Coinbase, if you go to Binance, all these are similar in pattern. So there is that complexity on the user interface for the user. Oh my God, what are these graphs? What are these candlesticks? How can I invest something? Where to click? What to do? And there are so many prices, so many methods, and so many branches. I don't think this is how cryptocurrency will move ahead. I feel the crypto investors, the crypto project owners, all these people are really visionaries. They understand this thing that it can be as simple as how much money you want to do. The rest, everything can be algorithmic. And in that sense, crypto investing can become very simple for the end user. But now let's discuss about institutional investing. So as you mentioned, there are fund managers who are managing big funds, and the money of the Indian citizens of the country of India are being held by those people. So they have to follow something like a trust act, like a fund act, and all those regulatory policies. Hypothetically, if India allows cryptocurrency as a legal tender, then these fund managers will be equally equipped with this cryptocurrency technology knowledge as well. So they can introduce, like there is an arbitrage fund in mutual funds, where they actually speculate the market and they adjust the returns of their fund based on arbitrage mechanisms. So if cryptocurrency, hypothetically, after some time down the line, is as a legal tender accepted, then why not arbitrage? Why not use DeFi protocols and arbitrage the decentralized exchanges and the centralized exchanges, come to a price point where you can make profit and you can increase the returns of your portfolio. The Indian citizen is happy, the country is happy, the fund manager is making commission, the fund in itself is very happy because they have higher AUMs now with them. Eventually I can see a win-win for everybody. And the only thing this can happen is when those people are technically equipped, this is institutional, and the first one was the user perspective.
Right now, a lot of options are available. If you go into the market, people are only thinking some options like Uniswap. If you go for like a balancer and all these things, you can use one time as a mutual fund. You use as a mutual fund, and you can use money for same time. You can use money for like fund manager. The balancer is using as a fund manager. You can use your money to manage crypto, automatically manage your fund on so beautiful manner. You can use that type of solutions as well. Actually, you need to work on. Actually, this space is new right now, and everyone need to little more study about these things. Then they can go for automate, increase your money. DeFi is giving so much good return right now.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. And with this, I would like to end our session on this Web3. But however, if anyone has questions, I would request them to please meet anyone from Navdeep, Umang and Ujjawal one-on-one and clear their doubts. Right? Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone. Thank you.